Okay, now this round 4 this is against Broodscale combo. Yeah, so yeah, this is not a deck I've played against very much, and haven't played too much since this deck became popular. But, so yeah, so I think what I like to do is I always, if I have a tithe and a Kozilek, I like saving the tithe because I know they could have multiple stuff to play the next turn, and tithe just guarantees I stop whatever they play, and then I Inquisition after that to deal with what's left. Because if you Kozilek first, then there's a good chance they'll have something else in that 2-mana slot or 1-mana slot if you're on the play to play anyways. So yeah, it's always, yeah, this ordering is usually the preferred one. So yeah, Kozilek with a flag. So I got rid of the Flesh Bearer just because that thing is, I mean, ultimately, it looks like they're not really hurting for mana. But that Flesh Bearer is obviously a thing. So, yeah. So here I decide to Vindicate the Saga. I always Vindicate the Saga now, just because, again, like I'm starting to realize, like I'm really not locking out opponents. You know, I mean, it's hard to lock out when you're not actually playing lockout pieces, but like, I feel like because of that stuff like Saga, whereas before I'd be like, oh, I want to kill other lands to let it die. Now it's kind of like, oh, it's giving them utility, so I need to kill it as soon as possible. So that's what I did there. But clearly, again, is a case where they're not hurting for mana, but they're hurting for meaningful cards. So again, it's Hakto's situation where Haktos comes in, they're just not drawing what they need. So here I thought to Ruin just to get their mana out completely. Yeah, so I mean, Thoughts of Ruin is, I mean, it's just so much worse as a 2-off. Otherwise, I'd think about it, but like, it's probably one of the most powerful cards. I would not say most important because it's only one of them. But yeah, it's such an important card in this deck. So yeah, I mean, Haktos, Thoughts of Ruin. I mean, they don't have any mana left. They don't have anything, so that just locks the game up. So again, it's a case where, like, again, it's like a lockout avenue wasn't going to win it. So I'm glad I had the Haktos and I had the timely Inquisition and Thoughts to deal with their mana, to deal with their threats and their mana when they came. So again, pretty dominant win, but again, like a dominant win where these small things can make a difference. So always good to keep in mind when I think of the balance between lockout and Haktos and aggressiveness with a deck like this.